if you make your way through Canada, the U.S. won't accept an asylum claim unless you have attempted to apply for asylum in Canada, or Canada is the country that you're expecting persecution from.
Interesting. Well, I appreciate your time. Unless if you have anything else, I'm good to hop off.
No, that's it. No, I'm good.
Have a great day. Bye.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
I so wanted to cook again. I just keep getting these microwave meals. It looks like something Chris would cook, not a gourmet meal like Harry would cook.
Thank you. See, all you people out there. Thank you. See, Law of the Wild knows all. And if you say otherwise, you're wrong. Thank you. Fuck, Anyway, all right. If you're MAGA, come on up. We'll talk to you. Harry can kind of cook. Thank you. Thank you. My God, Danielle, thanks for the 1 cent. Absolutely, you're doing something right if merely seeing your face enrages people. I love that happens. Violet, thanks for the 5 cents. No, I wasn't. Becca, thanks for the 1 cent. This is everyone's reminder, drink water. There you go. Marco, thanks for the $20, my man. I appreciate you. Really, really good at what you do, man. Really admire you. Keep it up. Marco, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you for being here. It's incredibly kind. You're very good guy. I appreciate it, man. That means a lot. Thanks for supporting as well. Marilyn, thanks for the 5. Doge's supposed purpose, auditing, finding fraud, is already a duplication of efforts. The Government Accountability Office, GAO, already exists. I mean, yeah. And, also we already do audits every single year. So I don't know.
But not only that, it's like I have no problem with people taking an outside look. GAO does their audits. Hey, I mean, and if some private entity wants to go in and look at the books and try to find actual waste, fraud, and abuse, I'm all for it. But hiring Elon or having Elon do it is like if you're building a house and then you're getting your home inspector and you're going to use a home inspector that's paid for by the builder, somebody who's on the take of the builder. No, you want somebody who's completely not connected to the builder at all, who has no financial interest in the builder, to go and look at the builder's work and say that he's doing a good job. It's insane. Like, shit, if they wanted to have Warren Buffett come in and audit the books, I'm like, cool, whatever. He's got no skin in the game. But the mere idea that Elon Musk gets billions a year in government contracts and government tax incentives should just make him wholly ineligible and unqualified to be looking into our finances.
That's a really good way to put it, actually. It's a really good way to put it. Yeah, it's just complete conflict of interest. What's going on, my man up there? You vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I just want to ask you a question.
Sure.
So you don't think that any of the illegal migrants should be deported?
How is that the takeaway from what I said? No, I think that there are plenty of people who are here undocumented who should be deported. If you've committed a violent crime, go ahead. No problem.
But you think just because you have a family, you have the right to stay?
Well, I think that, as I said, we should take a pragmatic approach to this topic. If you have a family, you've been working a job, you haven't broken any laws, I see no reason for you to be deported.
Right. So does it not break civil law?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say we change the law. That's why I say we change it so for those folks, they give a pathway to citizenship.
And so does tax auditing fall under civil law?
Tax auditing?
Yeah.
All the wild. What do you say?
It does.
I guess you'll have to expound on that a little bit more.
So if I get a tax audit from the government, does it fall under civil law?
Yes,
it does.
Taking a civil action against you, yes, it would be civil.
Right.
So it could also be criminal. If you committed tax fraud, that could be a crime as well.
So do you think that not paying my tax audit just because I have a family, I work hard, is wrong?
I think it's apples to oranges.
Right. So they're both wrong. So I do believe that those people should be deported.
Why?
Just as I have to pay a tax audit from 10 years ago, I think somebody that came illegally 10 years ago.
Do you not see how that's a bad example? Because, I mean, maybe you disagree with my opinion of like a pragmatic approach to immigration, but there's nothing that benefits. There's benefit for the United States in upholding the law surrounding people paying taxes. Obviously, there's no real benefit for the United States deporting somebody who's been here for 20 years and has like American children.
They came here illegally. It's that simple.
Not necessarily. Some people came here via green card. Actually, the majority of people are here undocumented, had their green cards and work permits expire.
Yeah, people that came legally, I have no problem with.
Yeah, but then their permits expired, which means they would still be subject to deportation under Donald Trump's plan.
Right, but do you not agree that if they came here illegally, that's a problem?
Yeah, so like I would never advocate for somebody to come through to the country undocumented, but again, I think we have to take a pragmatic approach where we recognize that even if someone did come to the country undocumented 20 years ago, but they are here with a family, it makes no sense for us, the United States, to deport that person.
It does, because they came here illegally. It's that simple.
Well, no, I mean, good.
Going along with your analogy, so if it turns out that you get audited and it finds out that you owe $10,000 from your taxes from 7 years ago, should they be able to kick you out of your house because you
Yes, if I cannot
and force you to sell your home?
Yep.
They should be able to kick you out of your house for a $10,000 debt.
If I can't pay the government the money, they should take the money from somewhere else, whether that be a car, any asset, any personal asset. They should be able to withdraw.
Even if the value of the asset far outweighs the penalty?
No, not if it outweighs. But what I'm saying is,
So that was his question.
if I owe $7,000 and I can't pay $7,000, well, where is that going to come from? Maybe a reassessment on the house, something like that.
Well, or it goes into collections. You work out a payment plan. I mean, there's a lot of options there.
Right.
Right. So why is deportation the only option for handling people who came here illegally?
Because what do you want to do? Give one arm back, throw it across the border? Like, how are you going to solve that problem?
But what you're doing is you're using a sledgehammer to a problem that needs a scalpel. Is you have a situation. So you are all in universal agreement. If you have people who are committing violent crimes of moral turpitude, that kick them out. You won't find any objections there. But then you have other situations of people who have established, don't have any connection back to their originating countries. They might have children who are American citizens. Like you need a much more nuanced approach to tackle a complex issue.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's very hard to like acknowledge like not acknowledge the fact that they originally came here illegally, right? I understand that they may have a family. These kids are now American citizens, but they at one point didn't have kids. You know what I mean?
Oh, right, but again, but there's so much nuance. For example, I have a client who was picked up by ICE. He had a shoplifting charge. The charge was bogus. He was arrested for it, and I got the charge dismissed. But then when he shows up for his release, he had an ICE hold on him, and ICE came and picked him up because he got arrested for shoplifting. And even though there wasn't a criminal charge, there wasn't a conviction, he was picked up by ICE. And he's here on legal status with asylum. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Right. I mean, I'm not educated enough to speak on that situation, so.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's really easy to thump your chest and say deport the illegals, but then you have to actually look at it and say these are human beings with unique life circumstances, and maybe with a pragmatic approach than just a one-size-fits-all order.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but it's just hard to understand how these people are allowed to stay when they came here illegally in the first place. I just don't understand it.
Well, I mean, for example, like somebody who overstayed a work permit or a student visa, or maybe lied on their student visa and then started working for a company, it's a civil infraction, those aspects of it. The only crime that they've committed, if they cross the border without inspection or if they failed to apply for asylum within 1 year of entry, it's a misdemeanor. And we typically don't put people in jail, let alone deport them for misdemeanors.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see eye to eye on this topic.
Cool.
Yeah, I gave you an example. Both break civil law, and it's that simple.
But you voted for Donald Trump, though.
Yep.
Any convicted felon.
Yep.
So you're willing to overlook that, but for migrants, it's a different story.
I mean, there was only two options.
Yeah, I mean, your whole argument here is not predicated on there's data to suggest that deportations help the American people in any way. It's not anything that benefits the country. It's not better for people around them. None of that. It's not your whole argument is that they broke the law. And then you turn around and vote for a 34-time convicted felon. Can you explain how that makes any sense?
He's a better option than Kamala.
Okay, so you're saying that you think that Donald Trump would do more for the country. Like you think Donald Trump would be beneficial for the country.
Yep.
So you're willing to overlook infractions of the law if it's beneficial for the country.
Yep.
Do you not?
I understand what you're saying, but
Right. So do you not just see what you just agreed to?
I understand it's a contradiction, but these people are not running for the country.
Yeah, I mean, but besides, did it just go right over your head? Like aside from whether they're running for the country or not, if your whole argument is that I think Donald Trump would be better for the country, thus I'm willing to overlook his infractions of the law, then is that not the same for migrants who have been here for 20 years?
They're not actually solidified.
What was that?
Half of them are not solidified.
Half of what's not solidified?
His accusations.
He is a 34-time convicted felon. That's not up for debate.
I don't know the exact number, but I know a lot of
34.
I know a lot of his charges are not solidified.
Yeah, the only reason they got dropped is because he became president. So
exactly. So they're not real.
No, he was convicted and sentenced for the 34.
Yeah. Yeah, he was already convicted of the 34.
So when is he going to do time?
What was that?
So when is he going to do time?
You don't do time for every single crime that you're convicted
No,
of.
I know, obviously, but for the E. Jean Carroll situation.
Civil.
That was a civil case.
Okay, what about the rest of them?
He was convicted of 34 felonies, state felonies in the state of New York, and he was sentenced with an unconditional discharge, which means basically time served. There's no further consequence because the judge noted that there's really no practical way to supervise a president on probation. You can't make him show up to probation appointments because he's the president. So in lieu of putting him on probation, which was going to be the likely sentence, he just said, "You're guilty, no further consequence."
Right. So basically him being a president dropped it all.
It didn't drop it. It just prevented him from being able to be placed on probation.
Right. And how long was he going to get probation for?
Based off of New York sentencing guidelines, it would have been 1 to...
Wait, sorry, what was that?
1 to 5 years based off of New York sentencing guidelines.
Right. And would have he been held in like a holding cell, or would he been in his house? How would that went?
I mean, house arrest could have been an option, but per New York sentencing guidelines, Class E felonies, the presumptive sentence is a probationary non-confinement term, which means you're not on house arrest or you're not in jail. You just have to remain law-abiding, check in with your probation officer.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for educating me on that.
I just find it funny how you're willing to overlook the law for a sexual assaulter, but when it comes to immigrants who just want a better life, well, they gotta go.
Well, no, just file properly.
Okay, so Donald Trump just don't break the law. Is that the same logic we're facing?
And he got held accountable for it.
Yeah, but you still voted for him.
Okay, and he got held accountable.
Yeah, but you still voted for him.
And
I wouldn't say he got held accountable. He was convicted. He escaped accountability because he won the election.
Well, that was outside of his control. He can't win the election on his own, right? So he was held accountable because if he didn't win, he would have been doing the probation.
I don't even know what that means. Yeah. Point is, there's a. Oh, sorry, Law. Go ahead.
No. We have equal sentiments.
Yeah, right. Okay, on the same page on that one. Yeah, no. Point is, just even you even acknowledge its contradiction. It's just strange. That's all. I just find that strange. It's just very anti-immigrant, but very pro-Trump. It's weird.
his tax structure is also a lot better.
His tax structure?
In 2017.
His tax law? You like his tax law?
Yep.
What do you like about it?
Favors people that make more money.
Oh, do you make over 400,000 a year, Gio?
Yep.
Got a
I wasn't expecting that. I mean,
what do you do, Gio?
E-commerce.
Drop shipping?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I fucking called it.
Dropshipping is just a fulfillment method, bro. But it's specifically like e-commerce.
well, look, I mean, you're honest about why you like it, and it just benefits wealthy people. See, for people who actually care about politics and care about other people, that's why we don't like it, because it favors wealthy people. We think that tax cut should favor working people who are, struggling to put food on the table at night, keep a roof over their head, not people who drop ship.
Right, but I'm self-employed, so if I stop making money, I don't have a stable income. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm self-employed.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right. So being taxed more on somebody that has to provide solely just for themselves doesn't make sense to me.
So how would so do you, when you say you make over 400,000, is that your gross revenue or is that your profit?
No, gross.
Okay. So you're not actually taking 1,000 a year. So
I haven't filed for this year,
not,
so I don't know. I can't tell you.
well, did you make over $400,000 last year in profit?
No, but pretty close.
Okay. So Kamala Harris's tax plan wouldn't have affected you at all.
Yeah,
You would have actually
moving forward, it will benefit.
But even then, if you make $401,000, you only pay the increased taxes on the $1,000. So you'd have to make a whole lot more money before you would see a notable difference.
There was one thing with Kamala that I do like in terms of what she was going to do with small business. I think it was the first $50,000 was actually untaxed.
Yeah, your first $50,000 of revenue for the first 3 years of becoming profitable would have been untaxed.
So I don't know if that would apply to me with online businesses, but if that was just like retail or
no, but something I think that would apply to you is if you're drop shipping, I would imagine a large amount of your products come from China, correct?
Yeah, the whole tariff situation. But the thing is, I just passed the tariff down to the consumer. I don't actually, it doesn't affect me.
But that your end consumer is going to adjust their purchasing habits if all of a sudden all of your prices are 25% more?
All right, but when you're looking at a price, $23.99 and $26.99 looks almost identically the same. Right, so it actually doesn't. I've actually tested it on my stores. It actually does not drop the conversion rate. If anything, it actually increases the average order value with people buying more products.
But there's going to be a law of diminishing returns at some point.
I guess, in theory.
But then, so the goal though with the tariffs is that it's supposed to put people like you out of business, so that people will start buying American products.
I agree. It won't.
So
I never said I agree with tariffs.
That's like the cornerstone of Donald Trump's tax policy, though, which you were just praising.
It's more so to do with just personal income. That's what I like.
So, okay.
I don't have to like every single thing somebody does.
This is like saying that that you want to buy a pickup truck, but that it's got a truck. Like this is like the biggest portion of his tax policy. He wants to eliminate your personal income tax, which he isn't going to do. He wants to eliminate taxes on tips, which he isn't going to do. He wants to eliminate taxes on social, going to do, and he's going to pay tariffs.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of the tariffs. I think a lot of it is just talk, I don't think he's actually going to do the 25% tariffs and all that stuff.
All right. This broke me.
Yeah. So is your view that he's lying? He's lying about his main economic proposal.
I don't know if he's lying, but I just think that I mean, honestly, I don't know.
So you voted for somebody who his whole policy is attempting to put you out of business, but you also don't know if he's lying or not. That doesn't seem very smart, does it?
He's also like helped build a relationship over in the Middle East.
Trump,
Yeah.
the guy who got American troops bombed by Iran.
Pivot.
I mean,
Pivot.
I think there was 100 people.
Pivot.
No, it was 100 people.
It was, well, first of all, it was more than 100 people, and also it's 100 troops, 109 U.S. soldiers.
He didn't advocate for the bombing, so you shouldn't say he helped them.
I didn't say that he helped them, but that was the guy under Donald Trump. We got, I don't know where you got the word helped from.
You said that.
Did I say that?
Yes, you said Donald Trump helped.
Maybe I said that. If I said that, I misspoke.
Yeah.
I don't think I said the word helped, but if I did, then I
Yes, you
misspoke.
did.
Then I misspoke. Yeah, I don't think I.
Yes, you did. Of course, these people are going to say no.
I didn't hear that, but
Yeah, I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that.
Okay, then maybe I misunderstood. That's my
Well,
bad.
whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, Donald Trump was the guy who got the United States bombed by Iran under his presidency. And, like bombed the shit out of the Middle East, 450% increase in drone strikes. So I don't know. I think he certainly strengthens our relationship with like Israel because Netanyahu loves him because they're both like right-wing lunatics. But yeah, that's about it.
Also, I just the biggest thing is I don't agree with Kamala opening up the border.
She doesn't want to open up the border.
She wants to make it more lenient for people to come in, more welcoming.
Yeah, she wants to make it easier for people to come in legally and harder to come in illegally.
Yeah, so
You against legal immigration now?
no.
So then what's the problem with her policy?
Maybe I was misinformed. I heard that she was trying to make it less lenient for, like she was putting less of a budget towards strengthening the border.
No, she was the one that was proposing like a bipartisan border bill that had tens of billions of dollars of funding for.
Less or more than Trump.
I don't think Trump ever gave us a number. He never really put forward a border bill, so there was no like exact number as to what he was aiming toward. But we know that this bill was something that Democrats and Republicans
I
agreed
just heard
upon.
that it was less. I just heard that it was less.
Well, of course you heard it was less. You're probably like fucking listening to Aiden Ross. I don't know. But no, it was she had a border bill that was investing tens of billions of dollars into immigration related activities. So
Right. What did Biden have? Did he have the same bill?
yeah, I mean that bill was introduced under Joe Biden. He would have signed it into law, he said.
And Kamala would have done the same?
Kamala. Yep.
Interesting.
So seems like you voted for the wrong guy.
No, I mean, they're both options weren't great, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean,
end
you
of
know,
the-
a felon versus a prosecutor. I don't
But
know.
at the end of the day, if I can have more money in my pocket, I mean, that makes me happy. So
Sure. Okay. You do you, champ.
but
All right, man.
I don't think we'll see eye to eye on this. So I'm just
yeah.
gonna drop out.
I
Thanks for the
appreciate it.
time,
Good
guys, and
one.
thanks for
Get out of here.
my God.
Wow. I mean, a walking contradiction. I mean, just a walking contradiction.
Well, it's like every time we debunk something, it's like, oh, I didn't know that, and then he ends it with, well, in my opinion. It's like,
Yeah.
my opinion is I'm sad that your vote counts as much.
Right. Yeah. I don't. It's just that just feels like the way these conversations go all the time. Well, I feel this way, but I'm gonna vote based off of that. Sonia, thanks for the 10. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate you, Sonia. Jesse, thanks for the 1. My favorite MAGA line is, "I'm not educated enough to speak on this." No shit. Then why did you bring it up? That's also a really good point. Roxanne, thanks for the 10. Harry, this debating is so stressful. Never give up your Peloton. A punching bag may be good for you too. I know. I have to. Oh my God, boxing is so much fun. It's so stress relieving. Audrey, thanks for the 1. You're back in my AirPod at the frat. Bless up. That's dedication. Ela, thanks for the 1 cent. Just had the absolute worst night of my life. Hopefully yours is better. Hopefully, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I hope it was. Hope you're at least relaxing now.
Well, take care of yourself.
Yeah, seriously. Red Card Productions. Thanks for the 676 from Joanna. I love your streams and you are so amazing. You are my cat Inky's favorite debater. He's watching right now. Well, then that speaks for something. You know what I mean? I think if I have the cat seal of approval, I must be doing something right. Kaylee, thanks for the 5. I don't know if I can read that out. Kaylee. I can't even lie. You might be referencing the structure in Chicago, but I'm not 100% sure. Michaela, thanks for the 1. Please do not play Big Thief. I'll do anything. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. So your future is safe. Kennedy, thanks for the 1. Chris left because he's on another side quest. I heard that he's on a side. What is this my brother doing out there? And I see that. Haley, thanks for the 1. MJ, thanks for the 5. Thanks for all that you do. MJ, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for everything you do. Michaela, thanks for the 1. Michaela, please stop. Violet, thanks for the 50 cents. Considering becoming MAGA, so... Oh, wow. Golly, bro. Golly, that's crazy. All right, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up.
Hey, Barb, I did get your $30. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I will send you a text regarding your question. I will help you out as best as I can.
Pro bono. Sorry. All right, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up. Anarchonism. I thought it was anarchism, but it's spelled incorrectly. But anyway, whatever your username is, yes, that's what she said.
Anachronism.
And is that what it is? Anachronism?
Yeah, that might be it.
And then I guess it's anachronism probably. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up. We can talk. Bring up a smart MAGA. Jeanette, you're asking for the impossible. It's not something we can deliver on.
Let's go find a fucking unit.
Yeah, right. We're gonna have we're about the same luck. We'll about have the same luck. I'll bring up this guy again, even though I talked to him.
Noah forgot to put them on the ark.
Yeah, how's it going? I had to bring him along. What's going on, man? You vote for? I already know you did. So you regret it yet, or what?
No, man. So I actually had a question for you. Do you consider yourself an honest guy?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So I'm just curious. Would you be willing to disclose to your followers that you were paid by PACs for your content?
What PAC was I paid for by my content?
So if you go,
no way we're doing this again, dude. I can't hear you when you're off TikTok live, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, bro. But if you're willing to just say that you were paid, that's one question I wanted to get out of the way.
What PACs paid me?
I'm not able to pull it up. Something about Defense Democracy Action and Media Scope or something like that.
Midas Touch?
Something like that. But I think
and do me a favor. What dates were those payments?
It was from, I think it was 2022 to 2023.
No, it was actually more so 2021, 2022. Do you remember what the services? Do you remember what the services were listed as?
I can't pull up the page right now since I'm on TikTok live with you, but I
know. I'm not asking you to know specifics. I'm just asking if you remember by any chance.
Yeah, it was for media content creation, if I'm remembering correctly from what I read.
No, you're remembering incorrectly. It was actually social media consulting is what it was listed as.
So, it was a similar content vein, though. We can agree, right?
No, we can't agree because those are two different things, right? So content creation and social media consulting are two different things. So those PACs in question, they paid me money to consult with them about social media strategy. So I was not posting on my page for them. I was consulting with their social media strategy and how Democrats should do that, because they're not going to they're going to probably take other content creators that make political content to do that, right?
Right. I can agree with that, but we can still hopefully be on the same page that you were paid to help push a narrative, correct?
I was asked about social media strategy regarding politics.
Right. So
with groups I already agree with, by the way. So I agree with these groups. If I agree with a group, I'm going to work with them. So I've done work with Planned Parenthood on my page, for example. Of course, I agree with Planned Parenthood.
For sure.
So there's no narrative being pushed. It's they were asking me about what to do regarding social media, and I told them what I think they should do. And they're not going to, I'm not.
But you were paid by Democrat-leaning groups, correct?
Yeah. No, Republican groups are not going to pay me for social media consulting.
Right. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page before we move forward there. Just clarify that question.
I mean, but
appreciate
just
honesty,
to be clear, this has been clarified about 1,000,000 times over. That's why people in the chat are like, "What's your point?" Because they've heard this before. Because like, you're not the first person to look up an FEC page with my name on it and be like, "Haha," and then I have to explain. Well, actually, it has nothing to do with my content.
I just wanted to get that out of the way before I can.
I know. I'm just pointing out that
quick.
this has been an exhausted conversation already.
Right, and I get that.
Do you
but
remember
just
Democracy Defense Action paid Harry?
there was a couple different payments on there, varying between $1,000 to $3,000, I believe.
Yeah. So, like, how much work would you do for somebody for $1,000 to $3,000?
For me, that would be a week to 3 weeks, depending on what I'm doing.
Okay. And how frequently is Harry on lives doing what he does?
I see Harry on live pretty frequently.
Right. The math doesn't math is what I'm getting at. If you think that all of this
And
is...
actually, honestly, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I didn't come here to talk to you. I came here to talk to Harry.
Well, fuck you. He's in the live. He can speak too. And if you don't want to speak to him, you can fucking leave.
Well, Harry, I'm not trying to be rude here, but I came here to talk to you.
No, fuck you. You don't get to say that. No, he's in the live. So either you speak with him as well, or you can get the fuck out. Yeah?
Yeah, sure, man. If you're feeling like a big man, let's continue the conversation.
It's not. It's just about basic respect, right? That like if somebody's in my live, you don't really have the wherewithal to come up here and say, "Oh, well, no, I'm not. I actually don't want you to be part of the conversation." If I want him to be part of the conversation, he's up here. Then
I said that I didn't come here to talk to him. I came here to talk to you.
I don't care what your intention was, right? I don't.
Okay.
I don't care.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but moving on.
Of course, it's my live. So can you apologize to him, please?
Hey, man, I'm sorry that you took that the wrong way. But
No. Can you say like I'm sorry for saying that?
I'm sorry for saying that, but
right, good boy.
I did come
now
here
you can
to talk
continue.
to you, Harry. Good boy.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a douchebag, dude.
Cry me a river, man. I don't know. You can stay upset about it. I don't know what to tell you. Yes.
Oh, no. What exact way did I take that? I didn't even respond to his low IQ, I didn't come to talk to you.
Oh my god, dude. That was so
I'm sorry you took it that way.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Why?
all I did was just point out a major flaw in his logic. Like people are like, you look at these, you see $1,000, $3,000 payments, and it's like, yep, Harry's been living high off of the $3,000 horse for the 8 years that he's been creating content.
Yeah, it just kept me afloat the entire time. It kept me afloat the entire. Somehow, I must just be fantastic with money. Oh man, that was so funny. Dude. I can't believe he ran away. I can't believe he was like, "Oh, you're a douchebag." And that guy's been I feel like that guy's been spamming MAGA for like hours. I told him earlier I wasn't going to bring him up because I talked to him already. That was so funny. Oh, that was like the best moment of the night. Oh, that's so funny. Samantha, thanks for the 10. I appreciate you. The guest literally, wait, what? This guest literally said poor people don't deserve to live on Dean's Live. Oh, it was the drop shipping guy. Why am I not surprised? I don't know. I just got a vibe.
Well, and that's what I was getting from him is like he looks at, and here's the thing with drop shippers: if you make $400,000 in sales, you probably made like $3,000. It is you're not making a ton of money. That's an exaggeration, but you get like maybe 5 to 10% profit off of the things that you're reselling, and then almost all of that is eaten up by the massive amount of marketing that you have to do to try to get your website in front of people. So they do not make a whole lot of money. There's a guy coming up flashing on it was either Dean or Parker's, I made $130,000 last week, and then like when he put a screen over there, his profit was like $6,000. Oh. It's like, it's like, yeah, I mean, $6,000 a month, that's not a terrible way to live, but it's you're not this big wealthy high roller that you're putting out there.
God, they're just the most insufferable people. Just really insufferable people. Oh, this guy just left. That's funny. I didn't know that happened on what's his face, Dean's Live or Parker's Live. That's funny. Jennifer, thanks for the 10. Read to self. Oh, God, Jennifer, I love you so much. You know I appreciate you. Thank you for being here still and rocking with me and supporting. It really means the world. Thank you a million times over. Yeah, really appreciate that. Nicole, thanks for the one. Please do a fan live in the future. We could do that. We've talked about that before. Maybe we'll, like, one of the nights we're doing a Q&A live, like later in the night, we'll let people up. Becca, thanks for the subscription, by the way. Becca, thanks for the 5. I don't want to, so this will have to do it. You know what? That works. It's a good workaround. McKenna, thanks for the 2. I have emetophobia, fear of throwing up. So it's getting sick. I'm currently very nauseous. Oh man, I am so sorry to hear that. Sometimes you just gotta do it. I don't know. Priscilla, thanks for the 5. Thank you for fighting for women's rights. Call me up if you can. If you want to come up, absolutely, we can make that happen. I appreciate you. Becca, thanks for the 2. I see. I got you. That again, Becca, very, very creative. I can't even hate. Dale, thanks for the 30. I really appreciate that, Dale. That is so incredibly kind. I like watching your lives because it makes me feel better about myself. It makes me glad I'm not one of the MAGA loser cult members. Loser, one of my favorite words, of course. I appreciate that, Dale. Hey, man, you're on the right side of history, you know? Sid, thanks for the 1. Just debated my dad. Told me he would say the same things about Trump. Whoa. Told me he would say the same things about me that Trump said about his daughter.
Call CPS. Unless you're an adult, then get a restraining order.
Yeah, I got I don't even know. Honestly, like, you've left me speechless. That's really fucking gross. If what we're thinking about the same thing. That's yeah, you might have to get listen to Law of the Wild. That's gross. Fuck that guy. No offense. I hope you don't take offense to that, but fuck that guy. Nadia, thanks for the 5. Sending money again because you deserve to be compensated for surviving that single brain cell individual. Now I like that. Single brain cell individual. That's the politically correct way of stupid. All right, let's bring up this person.
Bren, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you, friend. And real quick, before Harry gets going, we have stalled at 1.2 million likes. There's 5.5 thousand people here. Let's do a power tap, fill up that bar 2 times. Let's get Harry to 1.5. That should happen pretty quickly. Headphone users, I know that you are listening and not looking at your screen. Do me a favor, fill up the bar 2 times, then go back to doing what you were doing.
That'd be law. Genuinely the best on TikTok at rallying the likes. It's remarkable. Also, people in the chat are saying I missed yours. There are a few that I've yet to read. I just want to make sure that we're getting to debates. You know what I mean? But Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and the link in the bio for me, along with Law of the Wild, if you want to support the live or do something good, perhaps. And yeah, all right. Izzy, are you MAGA?
Not fully, but Doge is the best thing to ever happen to America.
Not like the civil rights movement or anything like that.
I'm fine in the last 20 years.
Oh, okay. Last 20 years.
Do you not think the government is
Affordable Care Act?
wasting a ton of money?
Gay marriage being legalized?
Fine. Great things. Sure. But do you not
Just
think...
being annoying.
Yeah, but like, if you don't think it actually is worthwhile and looking at this government spending, everything that's come out about it is a great thing. I know you're going to say, oh, they're doing it illegally. Fine. They should do it legally. Completely agree with you. But the government and our deficit has gotten way worse, and we need to crack down on it. All I'm saying, I'm not a big Trump guy. I do lean Republican, but we need to crack down on government spending. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so I feel like I've reiterated this, but like, we're not against government efficiency. Like, we have no problem with looking at if there's waste or fraud in the government and if money is being spent improperly. No problem. Democrats are totally in favor of that. What we have a problem with is, as you mentioned, correctly identified, Elon Musk is breaking the law doing it. And a lot of judges have paused Elon Musk's efforts around the country for a number of different routes he's taken.
Politically, okay.
Politically, I agree.
Politically? What do you mean politically?
What do you mean?
What do you mean politically?
Like, why are they pausing it?
Because it's in violation of the law.
Why?
Yeah, that's why.
Why is it in violation of the law? Tell me the law they're in violation of.
The Administrative Procedures Act, the I just
Privacy
had it.
Act, isn't that one that they cited?
Well, Privacy Act. Well, but there's also the.
Is it proven? Is it proven?
Well, no, but the reason why it's the reason why they're pausing it is because there are lawsuits that are being brought forward in order to allow each side to present their case.
Of course.
In order to get an injunction, and you have to, in order to get an injunction, one of the core things is that the plaintiff has to prove a likelihood of success on the merits, which means they have a very good chance of winning the case at the end.
Okay, so I just want to clarify one thing. You keep saying it's illegal. It's not been proven illegal yet, correct?
Oh,
I mean, that's the allegation, but yes.
Okay, so Harry keeps saying it's illegal. It's not.
Well, I think that
illegal yet.
Well, that's an opinion.
Yeah, it's my opinion, right? I'm not saying that as a matter of fact.
That's your opinion. And are you a lawyer?
Yeah.
He is a lawyer, yeah.
I'm saying Harry.
I'm not a lawyer.
I don't know who this guy is. Exactly. I know you're not. So why are you saying your legal opinions about this stuff?
Because I read the judges' decisions and I read those lawsuits and I think they're incredibly compelling.
Are these judges Democrats or Republicans?
Some of them are Trump appointed. Some of them are Democratic appointed.
Okay.
Actually, a couple of the injunctions have come from Reagan appointed judges.
Yeah.
Sure. But I'm saying Elon Musk is a genius businessman. Do I think he's a phenomenal person? No. But look what he did with X. He turns it around. He's a very successful man. And he deserves... He's not successful.
No, I said so.
So... the fact that he's been able to take X, trim it down, make
X is not the fucking government. I mean, this is crazy.
No, but fine. You don't think he's actually capable of running the government? Are you kidding me?
No.
He's not supposed to be running the government. I will say that.
Fine. No, so fine. He's not supposed to be. But look, when you're elected president, you can pick your cabinet, right? And he's Elon Musk.
It's not a cabinet member.
Fine. Sure, whatever. He's not a cabinet member.
Well,
you're allowed to pick your team.
But so here's the thing. Can you identify any specific fraud that Doge has been able to point out?
No fraud, but horrible spending.
Medicare payments.
Circumcisions in Europe, trans rights in Venezuela. Like, it's insane. It doesn't help American people.
So all of these funds for like USAID. So what Elon's doing is he's going through a budget that's been out there forever. Everybody's been able to see it, and because he has access to a huge megaphone, he's just pointing out these things.
Sure.
At the end of the day, though, it's Congress that appropriates these funds. So in order to
But why didn't Biden's administration ever point out these ridiculous funds being spent in other countries that have nothing to help the American people?
Well,
Why?
I mean, it's a little bit. I mean, we do things for a lot of reasons. Some is to build stronger relationships with foreign countries, to protect our trade interests in order to prevent outbreaks from happening that could potentially affect the United States. So there's a lot of reasons.
Yeah, and I'm not defending in Europe are going to really help our relationship with Europe. And gay rights in Venezuela. Again, I'm pro gay rights.
You will always find
get money.
The government spends $6 to $7 trillion a year. You will find things that you don't like that we spend money on. Everybody will.
But that's what Elon's doing. He's cracking down on it.
And I have no problem with broadcasting, hey, look at what the government is spending on this. But then the problem comes when he injects himself into stopping payments for those things without congressional authorization.
Fair. That's completely, but he's putting it out there of what we're spending money on. No one has done it like him before, and the American people deserve to know where their taxes are going. And that's what he's doing.
But also, don't you think that there's an issue with Elon getting billions of dollars a year in government contracts and tax incentives?
First of all, the Tesla Cyber, don't even bring that up. Biden approved that. Biden approved that. The Tesla Cybertrucks are $400 million, and you know that.
I wasn't bringing that up. He gets between SpaceX and Starlink, he gets billions of dollars. Tesla,
do you not think SpaceX endeavors have helped the American people?
So you're missing
way more efficient than NASA.
You're missing my point here. You have somebody who has a direct financial incentive in the government spending, making criticisms about government spending. I would much rather have somebody who has no direct financial incentive doing a second look at it.
Okay. Would you rather NASA take over than SpaceX? Who's better at their job, SpaceX or NASA?
Okay, you're not addressing the point that I'm making.
I am. I am.
No,
Would you
you're
rather
not.
spend?
You're
would you rather
saying, wouldn't
spend
it be
$1
better?
billion
That's not
on
the point
NASA
that I'm making.
Or
The point
$300
that I'm
million
making is you
where
have somebody.
SpaceX can do a better job.
You have somebody who is getting a direct financial incentive from the government going in and trying to point out everything. Do you think that he's going to be very critical about the contracts that he himself is receiving?
But he does a better job for cheaper than NASA, and NASA even admits that.
That's your
Right?
opinion. But
What do you mean?
you're not addressing the point that I'm making.
Boeing astronauts are trapped. Oh, Elon,
Listen
please go
very,
save them.
Izzy, listen
Please go
very
save them.
carefully. Wouldn't it be better if it was if a audit or if Doge was being run by somebody who does not have a financial incentive in the government's spending?
Fine. Don't let him investigate NASA, those type things that are actual direct competitors to SpaceX. Fine. I have no issue with
But
that.
why not? Then why not have somebody that could do that? Why
Because
not
he
have
can
somebody
do-
come in who can do all those things instead of having to pick and choose what agencies they could investigate? Because
Because
it
he's
just sounds
the
like you're an
smartest man
Elon
in the
Musk
world.
fan. It just sounds like you're an Elon Musk fanboy and not actually like a fan of government efficiency. Because
No,
you're
I
just
am
like,
a-
it has to be Elon Musk. It has to be.
No,
it has to
it
be.
doesn't. It doesn't have to be. I want it to be a very
Okay. So
smart
then
person.
that's what we're saying. That's exactly.
I want
That's
to be
exactly what
a very
Law the Wild's
smart person.
saying.
So who would you want to do this over Elon Musk?
Some. Well, actually, Law maybe.
What happened to Vivek?
Name one person.
Yeah. Right. What happened to that guy?
Vivek, I think, is a snake oil salesman. Fuck Vivek, to be honest.
Vivek took a job in the government.
Yeah, but he's no
Oh,
longer
he's
part
running
of
for
Doge.
fucking governor of Ohio. He didn't take a job.
He's a
Okay, he didn't
snake oil
take a job,
salesman.
but he's running for a job now.
No, I'm not,
He
I'm
got
not
kicked out even by his own acknowledgement. Point
Again,
is, there are probably people out there who are that specialize in this specifically at looking at books and identifying things that maybe we could save
Harry,
money
give
on,
me a
maybe it's
name.
not right, or
Give
things
me a
something
name.
like that. You can do something. You can find some experts out there, maybe people who've worked in the government before.
You hate to
that
admit
seems
it,
to
but
me.
the government's
Can
a
you just be?
business.
Are you capable of having any self control?
Me?
Yes.
'Cause you're getting cooked.
Because every
So
time
you're
I
getting
speak or Law of the Wild speaks, you think that your voice is the most important in the room.
I let you both speak.
Okay, well, practice that. We're just saying that we think that there might be better people out there who are experts in this field, have actually worked in government before, and know the ins and outs, and are nonpartisan, don't have any financial incentive to do it, have no skin in the game,
Hey.
and will take a partisan approach to this, as opposed to Elon Musk, who's taking obviously a very partisan approach, and an approach that, of course, it's impossible for him to get rid of his own bias.
Okay, can I respond now?
That's typically how conversations work. Yes.
Okay. All right. You're so condescending and you think you're so smart, but you're not.
I'm sorry. When you're interrupting us, I have no need to be nice to you.
Okay. Okay, fine. Go
And
be-
you're also an
because
Elon Musk
cooked.
fanboy, so I don't really care.
I'm not an Elon Musk fanboy.
You are an Elon
You
Musk
said-
fanboy.
You said people with governmental experience or government experience.
Sure.
Why didn't they do it beforehand then?
I mean, we do audits already.
Oh yeah, were they really successful? No.
I mean,
They're not.
audits have been successful previously. Like, can they be better? Yeah. Like, again, we're always open to new proposals to making the government better. So if like there's a new proposal of government efficiency and it's a nonpartisan person and a nonpartisan team coming in and doing it, and it's not a group of 18 to 25-year-olds who have never worked in the government before, no problem. No
Fine.
problem.
So you're what, 21, 22?
22.
Yeah, sure. So 18, 25-year-olds, if you were given a government role, you'd say no? You said I have no experience. I can't
Yeah, so
take
like
that role?
if Elon Musk came to me tomorrow and it was like, yeah, so I want you to like run Doge. I want you to like have access to all these payment
They're not
systems
running it,
in the
though.
federal. They are. They are. These are considered high-ranking members of Doge. If Elon Musk came to me and said, "Yeah, I want you to like focus on the treasury payment systems," I'd be like, "Fuck no! I have no experience working in the government. I'm obviously not the best person for this job." Yes, I would 100% say no.
All right. Well, so I'm not an Elon Musk fanboy, but he's very successful at turning businesses around and being profitable. The government, whether you
X
want
is
to admit
still
it or
not
not,
profitable.
it is now actually.
No, it's
You
not.
should look it up. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Yes,
Based
it
on
is.
what? Where are you getting that from? Well, it doesn't matter. It is irrelevant. Whatever.
It is
Go ahead,
relevant.
continue.
Okay, sure. But if you have to look at the government as a business, right? Everyone says we want to cut the deficit, cut the deficit. What is that? That's business related, right? Is it not? And who's very successful in running
Wait,
business?
cutting deficits, I think, or cutting like spending in business and cutting spending in the government are two totally different things.
Fine.
Because like when you're cutting spending in the business, you might be like, well, maybe we just don't spend as much on paper this month. When you're in the government, you're saying maybe we don't spend as much on this program that actually directly affects people in their lives. So
Sure,
you have to be
again-
far more precise, right?
I completely agree. Any benefit that they want to cut that affects American people directly, I'm not for. But I want to eliminate spending that they're doing that does not help American people. And it's clearly rampant, and you can't say it's not. After all this, like, again, maybe.
By the way, X is
the
actually
audit
not
back
profitable.
before.
I just looked it up. It's still not profitable.
So you looked at the fourth quarter results?
Yeah, just according to just Google search I did, according to multiple
was it?
sources, Social Media Today, Money Control, some other
All right,
sources,
have they improved since you bought it?
or CNN. Elon Musk's X is worth nearly 80% less than when he bought it. Fidelity estimates.
Well, that's CNN.
It's not CNN.
not
It's citing Fidelity. Just CNN happens to be the people that are publishing it.
Wait, so he bought it for what, 42 billion?
40 something, yeah, 44
Yeah.
billion.
I guarantee you it's worth more than that now.
Fidelity estimates it's worth just 9.4 billion.
All right, fine. Whatever. I doubt that.
So you're an Elon Musk fanboy. You just have to own what you are. It's okay.
I'm not an Elon Musk fanboy. I'm really not. I think he does a great thing. Do you not think, again, I'm not an Elon Musk fanboy. I'm not a MAGA guy. I'm a government is the most inefficient thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so then
Whoever
why are you
spends
praising
money.
Elon Musk being the guy that's leading this? Why don't you just call for somebody that's nonpartisan, independent, and whatnot?
Because no one has done it before him.
So, but okay,
Why didn't
that
anyone
does not
invite him
answer
to
my
administration to
question,
do
right?
it?
Just because somebody hasn't done it beforehand doesn't mean you can't say, yeah, there might be a
What?
better person for this than Elon Musk and his Doge team.
Okay, why didn't Biden implement anyone to do this job?
Well, again, like we do it every year. All these agencies are already audited already.
But why aren't they actually saying where the spending is going like they are
The
currently?
budgets are out there.
They're not nearly. Oh, come on, Harry.
What are you talking about?
Harry, you are.
Wait, I'm sorry.
so
Do you think that
full of
like
shit.
do you think that like the funding for X, Y, and Z that Elon Musk is posting about on Twitter is classified? Do you think
No.
they declassify that information?
No, but
Okay, so do you think the
do you
American
think the
people don't have
average
access to that
American
information?
do you think the average American person is looking through everything the government's spending on? No, publicizing it's a
Wait,
big
whether
deal.
the average American person is looking at what the government is spending is irrelevant or not. The point
No,
is
it's
that
not.
yes,
It's
it is.
not.
The point is that these budgets are public.
Okay, sure. Do you think every American's going and looking at the budget, publicizing it is what's important?
Well,
to
you
say-
seem to be a big government efficiency guy, and you're telling me you haven't.
I mean, I have now because we're actually told what the government's spending on.
You were already told. You were already told.
Do you think I have enough time in my day working a job? to
No, you're
look
right.
at
You just have
every
enough
little
time to
thing?
like look at Elon Musk tweets. That's right. My fault.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
Harry,
think what he's getting. I think what he's getting at is
Harry's the reason
it's
Trump won.
buried in.
Yeah, you're right.
Trump won.
Me, the 21-year-old at the time / 22-year-old, is the
No,
sole
you-
reason why Donald Trump won. And me
No,
calling out people
you're part
like
of it.
yourself.
You're
me
part
people
of it.
calling out people like yourself who willingly like don't read these budgets that you claim to care about so much. Me calling you out for that is the reason that Trump won. That's a
No.
great take.
No, I voted for Biden in 2020, and the extreme liberalism that took place the last 4 years actually made me.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Want
The
to vote for
extreme
Trump.
liberalism of expanding veterans health care and building roads and
Oh, yeah.
giving tax incentives to businesses to build their chip plants here in the United States.
Starting
God,
to
we were just so
war.
far
You're
left.
so pathetic. Oh my
Oh,
god.
was any of that stuff extreme liberal for you? Is any of that too far left?
No. I
Okay,
mean,
can you give me like 5 policies that Biden passed that were too extreme?
I mean, it's not Biden. It wasn't Biden. It's
Okay,
the people.
the Biden administration.
I'm not saying it's the administration. It's the extreme liberals pushing their agenda on social media, etc. That push.
So wait,
people
you voted
towards
for Trump based off of people on social media?
I didn't vote for Trump. I never said that.
Wait, you didn't vote for Trump in 2024?
I did not.
Okay, all right.
But I'm a Republican. But I don't like Trump.
Why didn't you vote for Trump?
Shut up, untouchable.
What? What'd you say?
You shut up. I'm talking.
I'm talking to him. No, you don't have a fucking right to say that to me in my live.
Yeah, I don't know you. 22 year
I
old.
actually had a write-in vote, to be honest.
Who'd you write in?
Someone you don't know. It's not worth bringing up.
Your a buddy?
No, not my
The Mickey
buddy.
Mouse?
No. I thought both candidates were horrible, and I wish we get 2 better candidates, more moderate in 2028.
I cannot
That's what I
believe
hope.
your reason for not voting for Democrats again was because of people on social media.
No,
Like, that's so crazy.
No, that's not my reason.
We
I'm
just
saying-
cited it.
No, I didn't say it was my reason. I'm saying the people like you are the reason people moved right, is what I'm saying. Not
Okay.
me, not myself personally. I think less educated people were like, these people are going to the trans movement, all this stuff with everything in schools, the teachers. I think it pushed
That's all
me
not
right. I
true.
do.
You know that, right?
Oh,
Or-
I mean,
Are you saying that they believe it or are you saying that you believe it?
I don't believe it. I'm saying I think it generally that people moved right because of that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I just think people like voted based off the economy, my man.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
I think it's part of it, but I actually think the social movements, less specifically the trans movements. Again, I have nothing against trans people, but having it shoved down people's throats, especially with like the South, swing states, religious folks, it pushed them right. That's just my opinion. I don't have facts, but that's my opinion.
I disagree, but I mean, maybe it perhaps played a role for some people, but like as to why Trump won the election, I don't think that was like the
I think it was pure economy.
Yeah, I think it was like the economy and stuff like that.
I think it was, to be honest, I think it was mostly the trans. Those
you think that was the number one reason why people voted for Trump?
No, I don't think it's the number one reason. I think the number one reason was Biden. Fine, I know you think he was very stable in his brain. Sure, I don't think
you think
so.
That was the number one reason?
No. I think the number one reason was Democrats are saying Trump is a fascist. He's a dictator, but the Democrats didn't even actually elect their nominee. Right? It's like it was insane. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes.
How am I wrong? Biden dropped out. There was no primary to put Kamala up there. She was at 1% in 2016. 1%.
2020.
Sorry, 2020. Sorry.
Bad law.
1% in 2020.
Yeah, and she dropped out before the Iowa caucuses. So the 1% that she got were people who voted for her after she had already exited the race.
Okay, fine. Do you think she would have the best chance of all the Democrats to win against Trump this election?
She sure as hell convinced the delegates she was the best option.
Because she was the VP, even though she did horrible in 2020.
So
I just think that
Donald Trump got the nomination the same exact way that Kamala Harris did.
Not really, because Biden was the original primary and dropped out.
So when you vote in a primary, what are you voting for?
You're voting for the delegates.
You're voting for the binding of delegates at the first ballot of convention. So
sure. Okay.
Yeah, the delegates are voted through the party caucus system. So when a candidate drops out, and this is what happened to Ron DeSantis's delegates, it's what happened to Vivek Ramaswamy's delegates.
Yes, okay.
When they drop out, they tell people, hey, delegates, you are free and open to vote for whoever you want, but I want you to support Donald Trump. And the same thing happened with Joe Biden's delegates. Is once he dropped out of the race, it was an open convention. Anybody could have run, but Kamala Harris, through delegate outreach, secured enough commitments to where she could get the nomination on the first ballot.
Okay, but did the people that voted for the delegates vote for delegates thinking they were going to support Kamala Harris? No. They voted thinking they were going to support Biden.
The people who voted for the delegates were the same people at the convention.
Sure, fine. But it was not a democratic process to put Kamala Harris in that seat. It was
Primaries aren't democratic processes.
Disagree.
No, they're party operations.
Well, for everyone to say that Trump's a fascist dictator and the Democrats just dumped their candidate, he was forced out by Nancy Pelosi, the insider trader, and everyone else, and have just them put Kamala up. It was a disgrace. It was. According to Harry, he was very competent, and his own party.
It's so crazy that like people like yourself take more of a fucking issue with the Democratic Party operating within Democratic Party rules, the same rules that the Republicans have, but you don't take as much of an issue with Donald Trump trying to illegally overturn an election.
Oh no, I have a huge issue with him trying.
No,
to
you don't.
Election. I do.
No, you don't. You don't. You don't. You brought up. You're trying to draw an equivalence between the Democrats correctly calling out Donald Trump for moving toward being very dictatorial in his actions to them selecting a nominee. It's like, what is wrong with you?
Biden was the nominee, and he was forced out. Was he?
Do you
forced
not just hear
out
what Law of the Wild said?
Was he forced out? Was he forced out?
Joe
Answer that question.
Biden could have stayed in the race if he wanted to. He is the person, the only
such
person.
a joke. Oh my god.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who else could make that decision for Joe Biden? Was it
Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer down his throat?
Really? So I didn't know that. I didn't know that a
so
member
why
of
did-
Congress
why-
could force
why-
a presidential candidate out of the race.
Why did Jill Biden wear
interesting.
all red to vote? Why did she wear all red to vote? Was he not
You're
forced out?
fucking kidding me.
You don't think he was? You don't think he was forced out?
You think that Joe Biden, the tie that he wore to
No,
vote?
Jill.
Jill, you think that the dress that Jill Biden or the jacket, whatever she was wearing to vote, indicated what way she voted?
Oh, she 100% voted for Trump.
Talk about being a
100%.
fucking joke. What are you? What are you, an English teacher
100%.
now evaluating Shakespeare and the color of their
100%.
clothes?
Dude, you're such a joke.
Dude, what is wrong with you? Bro, you don't know. You have no room to call anybody a joke. You just said that Jill Biden wearing red means she voted for Trump.
Oh, she 100% did.
Yeah, you're delusional. You're utterly delusional.
Oh, Harry, if you can't pick on social clues like that, you're too young, man. You're too young.
Social clues. Are you fucking with me?
You're
you
too
have
young.
to be joking. You
You're
have to be
too
joking.
young. You're too young, man.
You're right. Once you're old, you realize that the dress that Jill Biden wears means that the color is.
I mean, Joe and Kamala hate each other. It's so obvious. Are you kidding me?
Joe does not hate Kamala Harris.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah,
100% does.
Yeah, so you're living in like MAGA conspiracy land on like Twitter. You're obviously you're an Elon Musk fanboy, so you have Twitter, and you're obviously living on that fantasy land platform and buying into all that crap.
Hold on, but if Joe was so sour about being chased out of the election, why would he have endorsed Kamala?
Oh, he has to. Are you kidding me?
No, he doesn't.
Why? If he is so pissed off at these Democrat parties and Jill's going to vote for Trump, which is the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard, and
I'd bet my life.
Why wouldn't he just flip off everybody and say, no, I'm going to let the delegates do what they want to do?
Because he's part of the Democratic Party. He would never do that. But secretly he hates her. It's so obvious. It's so obvious.
Oh,
if you don't see that,
God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're actually. Can you give us like examples of this? Can you give us examples?
Hey, Chad, real quick. One of the perks of subscribing to Harry is that you get some really great stickers that you can use. And I'm going to show you one of these great stickers in the chat right now that you'll be able to utilize if you subscribe to Harry now that subscriptions are turned back on. Thank you.
Harry, why would Jill Biden wear a full red suit to vote? Do you think it's completely innocent? She doesn't know the signal that will send? Are you kidding me? Are you that ignorant? You're that ignorant. She doesn't have publicists saying,
ignorant?
You don't know the yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like I'm looking at it right now. She wore
a red suit,
red pants and a red jacket.
Yes.
And you think that means she voted for Donald Trump?
No. Do you not think she knows the repercussions of what that's going to have in the news?
No.
Oh,
I think it's just somebody. I think it's somebody wearing clothes.
You're the most delusional person.
I think it's somebody wearing clothes.
Harry, once you're older, you'll understand this.
This is the dumbest. Okay, wait. Let's ask. Law of the Wild. You're older than me. You've been around.
Every move by these powerful
do you
people.
think that? Do you think this means anything?
Yeah. No, she probably picked a dress that was.
You guys are so ignorant. Oh my God.
You have no evidence for this other than your feelings. Like,
of course. Do you not think everything?
So wait, just out of curiosity, when Donald Trump wore a blue tie when voting in 2016, does that mean he voted for Hillary Clinton?
No, it's so different. Oh my God.
Right.
Hey,
no, for sure.
Izzy, real quick, what shape is the planet Earth?
It's flat. So we want me to say, you fucking dumbass?
I want you to give me your honest answer.
No, I think it's a very round Earth.
All right. Appreciate it.
A sphere. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm very mad.
You think that what the color of Jill Biden's dress means that she voted a certain way. But when Donald Trump wears a blue tie, it does not mean she voted for Hillary. I mean, oh my God. You are so fucking delusional and so hypocritical. No. How do you function? How do you wake up and you're like an actual human being where you think like, oh yeah, no. I think that like Jill Biden wearing a red dress means she voted for Trump. You're right on the case.
Dude, Harry, if you don't think, oh my God, everything these celebrities and popular people wear, to the Grammys, to the Oscars, it all has motivation to it with their publicists, etc. If you don't actually believe that, you're so delusional.
Okay, so Trump voted blue in 2016. Why did he wear a blue tie?
Did he actually you think he voted against himself in 2016?
No, I don't think that because I'm a sane person. I don't think that it's the tie he's wearing means which way he's voting. But you think that the color of Jill Biden's dress or pants and jacket means she voted a certain way. If that's your logic, then is Donald Trump and his publicists and the people that dress him planning this out because he voted for Hillary Clinton?
Harry, her husband forcefully taken out of the election. He didn't want to drop out. Chuck Schumer.
I'm just knowing.
Pelosi,
Wait. Why is Trump not voting for Hillary Clinton here?
Dude, I don't fucking know. It's the dumbest
Because you
question in the
don't.
world.
You just leave it at that.
No,
I don't know.
no.
You don't know. You don't know.
A blue tie wearing on election day when your husband was taken out of the race, forced out by Pelosi, Schumer, others, saying, Joe, after that performance at the debate, you're not going to win. You got to step down. That happened. You know it did. Then his wife, who clearly wanted him to run again, wore a full red suit. If you do not know,
Dude, you're actually delusional. This is one of the craziest things I've heard on this live, where you think that her wearing red, just red,
a full
like
red pantsuit.
Yeah, dude. So like, is a Democratic politician not allowed to wear red ever?
No, but she wore it to the ballot after her husband was forcibly taken out of the ballot.
Listen, not to go like ultra woke here, but this is the same shit we've been hearing for so many years, where like Donald Trump wearing a blue tie as a man is, oh well, you know, but Jill Biden in the pants she wear and the dress she wear, oh, that's hyper fixated on, that's evaluated by people like you. It just goes to show you that the clothes that women wear in politics are far more looked at than the clothes that men wear in politics. If Trump wears the blue tie when he's voting, oh, it's nothing. Jill Biden wears a red jacket, red pants, and a white T-shirt, and oh, that means she voted for Donald Trump.
How defensive you're getting is, and it's not.
What am I defensive of? We all know that Jill Biden voted for Kamala Harris. You're just being like frustratingly stupid.
I doubt it.
That's all.
I doubt it.
You're being frustratingly stupid. That's all.
The fact I can rally you up means I got to you, which means
No, your stupidity got to me.
Nah,
that's all.
Harry,
all. When you're saying that somebody's voting based off the color of their dress, I mean, you gotta like seek psychiatric help, champ. You gotta figure it out.
No, you need psychiatric help. You really do.
Really? Because one of us is saying that because of the color of somebody's jacket, that means the way that they voted. That's one of us is saying that. The other is saying that makes no sense. I'm the one saying that makes no sense. You're the one that's saying it does. So I don't know.
The fact you don't see the logic there means you are so delusional.
Holy shit! This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life. This is
everything out of your mouth is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, coming from an Elon Musk fanboy, like I'll live. I'll sleep just fine tonight knowing that you think.
Okay, all right, Harry. Yeah, you should have a good night.
You should be an English lit teacher with the way you evaluate the color of clothing. Get the hell out of my life. Shout out to all the English lit teachers out there, by the way. It's just satire. My English lit teacher was not very nice to me in high school. She didn't like me at all. Very much not so. And I wrote killer essays, so she just hated the vision. Sorry, I forget what his name is. It doesn't matter. Michaela, thanks for the 1. I appreciate you. You're cool. Destiny, thanks for the 50. I appreciate that so much on Cash App. That means the world. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, but the last guy was hard to listen to. Tell me about it, man. It's hard to talk to. Hard to talk to. Yo, Destiny, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the $50. That's incredibly kind. You're amazing. Can we get some W's for Destiny in the chat? Incredibly kind. Incredibly kind. That's incredibly generous. WU, you're amazing. I love you. Anna, thanks for the $6.06. Much love from Australia. Again, I love hearing that from Australia. That's insane. Bren, thank you for the 5. Harry, this is for your sanity. Grab a coffee or a strong drink because I don't know how you deal with the stupidity of MAGA. I literally want to bang my head on the wall. I mean, it really doesn't get much worse than that. Like the clothes thing. Michaela, thanks for the 1. I said not to play Big Thief. Okay. Really? Don't worry. CC, thanks for the 50 cents. Had to let you know that the brown sweater was an incredible choice. You look great tonight. It really offsets how awful the Trumpies are. Thank you. It's I guess it is kind of brown. I was like, yeah, I guess so. It's like a dark tan. I don't know. Brown. I guess that's brown. Ela, thanks for the 1 cent. I appreciate you. Red Car Productions, thanks for the 1 again. From Joanna, donation part 2. Both my cats love you. Inky and Bubbles. Just wanted to correct that. My name is Joanna. Rhymes with tuna. Juna? Oh, it's Juna? Juna? Okay, Juna. You rock. I appreciate that. Thanks for the correction. Sarah, thanks for the 5. This is my first live of yours. I watched Dean and Parker, but I love how you stand up for everyone that deserves it. Law of the Wild too. I really appreciate you so much as a lesbian woman. Thank you. Sarah, I appreciate that so much. Thanks for watching for the first time. Dean and Parker are great. We love them over here. And if you haven't already, you should follow Law. He's great.
Thanks, Sarah.
Joelle, thanks for the 5. I work in an org design for an F500. Awful project to partake in, but that's where I have no agency. If I did any of the screw ups the Doge kids did, I'd be worried for my job. And what Musk is doing to the gov is insane. From a no good business person would approach it this way. That's interesting. That's some interesting insight. I appreciate you sharing that with me because obviously I don't do that kind of work. So yeah, I mean, posting classified information on or the government website, and then no accountability is kind of crazy. Jennifer, thanks for the one. Have diagnosed OCD, sit here spiraling in my mind. I found you, Parker, etc. My brain was occupied with something I believed in. So involved with the truth and importance has actually improved my symptoms. Wanted you to know that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Jafer. Thanks so much for sharing that with me. That's really interesting. That's fascinating, actually. I would never mind. I was gonna say the doctors should diagnose the live streams as medicine, but perhaps in RFK Jr.'s Health and Human Services America, that will be something that they pursue, because anything goes with them. Sid, thanks for the 5. It's unfortunate because me and my dad had a good relationship before he became MAGA. I'm 23. I can't get help from CPS, but I do live on my own. That's good. I appreciate all of you for helping me stand up for myself against those comments he makes. Thank you. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of like families getting separated because of like somebody goes crazy MAGA, somebody goes to January 6th or something like that. It can really destroy families. So I'm sorry to hear that, Sid. I know it can be really tough. So I'm thinking of you. I'm proud of you. And keep working hard. And there's more to read, but I'll read them after. All right, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, link in the bio for both me and Law of the Wild if you would like to support the live in any capacity. And make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already, and follow Law. It means a lot. And yeah, all right, Untouchable. What do you want, man? What do you want, bro? Oh, he's not here? Let's go. Oh my God. That's actually great news. That's
I'm unfamiliar.
Good. Good. That guy is no fun. Oh my God, bro. What is this, dude? What is this? Hello, bro.
Yo, bro, what's going on, dog?
How old are you, man?
I'm 36 years old, bro. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Word.
You're 30. You're 36?
I'm 36 years old, yeah. I voted for Trump. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
Oh, it's just because you talk about him. This is kind of how you make money, so I assume you're a big fan.
No. I mean, if you have ears, I suppose you'd be able to deduce that I'm not a big fan. I mean, maybe perhaps reading is not your strong suit, so maybe this was a little difficult. But it says Trump is terrible up there.
Oh, sorry. It just kind of seems like you're obsessed with him, so I just maybe assume that you're a big fan. But yeah, I didn't really read that. So
right. Well, as I mentioned, maybe perhaps reading is not your thing, and that's everybody has their thing. Your thing is Trump fanboying.
How's this 3 weeks been for you guys? You guys have been breaking down, pretty hard. It's been pretty funny to watch.
You just say A? Are you Canadian?
I'm a dual citizen, yeah. I live in Canada right now. I have a company up here in energy and oil and gas.
Yeah, no, the 3 weeks
you
have
guys
not
are
been
struggling,
good the 3 weeks have not been good for this country, so we are not happy about that. Yeah.
Well, we've saved trillions now. I mean, Doge is really kicking butt.
You've saved trillions.
We're all really excited. Yeah.
Where'd you get that number from?
Just
maybe
billions.
Again, maybe this is where the reading comes in. You're adding a comma or something.
Oh, billions, gazillions, trillions, whatever it is.
Well, it's a big difference.
A lot of money.
It's a big difference.
It's a lot of money you guys have grifted, and you guys are all grifters, just like you're grifting right now. The Democrats
so were
and
we
Republicans.
Getting the money or something?
See, the thing here is we don't care if it's Democrats or Republicans getting caught. We're going to find out where that money's being spent, and we're going to deal with it. And that was the mandate.
Just to be clear, like all the things you're talking, the budgets are public. You know that, right? Like you can go online and look at all the budgets that they're reviewing right now, right?
Why are you guys fighting the audits so hard?
We're not fighting,
afraid of that?
We're not fighting audits. We're fighting like Elon Musk improperly being given access to certain information or tearing apart government agencies illegally when he doesn't have that authority. But I want to just circle back. Like all the money that you're talking about is public. These budgets are public, and you can go read them right now for yourself if you wanted to. So I don't know like what corruption from the Democrats and Republicans you expect to find that wasn't already
just let it happen. Then why are you crying? Why do you guys cry so hard?
Do you not hear what I just said?
Let the people see it on X. Let it be posted. Wasn't there like what $1 million something for like little puppies like in cocaine, like all sorts of ridiculous.
Oh God, you got to go now.
Gender.
Listen. I'm sorry, you have to go. You just said you said a certain drug. So you have to get out of here. Sorry, man. You can
will take down the live.
That will take down the live. You can request back up if you want, but we got to kick you for the time being. You just that you can't do that, champ. Can't do that. And I know he did. I don't think he did it in bad faith, but
Yeah, I think you caught astray there. But to your point though, like you can go back all the way to, at least on the internet, 1998, and see every penny that USAID has spent. There's nothing that was stopping Elon from going on to Twitter and posting all of these ridiculous line item expenditures that he thought that there was, and trying to rally people around him. The big issue is when he's trying to intervene and stop payment for government programs without congressional approval. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much mandated too. Like, everyone voted for Elon as well. Like, I know they voted for Trump, but like, you guys remember Elon was on your side. Do you remember at one point? And then you guys, like you always do, kind of push everyone else away with the like fascism tendencies you guys have, and like not actually voting, letting the people vote for Kamala or anything like that, like, and trying to arrest Trump and like weaponizing the FBI and CIA. That's why those 3-letter agencies are being taken down and cleaned out, is because there's so much corruption in it. And you guys, everything you try with Trump fails. And I just really think that's amazing.
This is like just conspiracy word salad vomit, right? All over the floor. And somebody has to clean it up. It's terrible.
Like Russian collusion?
What was, you mean like that, that investigation produced an incredible amount of information regarding like Russia interfering in the 2016 election and like Trump's connections with some of these people.
So did Trump go to jail for any of that? I mean, Russian collusion sounds like a really serious charge, and nothing happens.
Nobody's alleging that Donald Trump broke the law. Although Special Counsel Robert Mueller did say that Donald Trump could be charged with obstruction of justice if he weren't in office.
Well, you guys have been saying Trump's going to jail for like 12 years. So I think at just some point you just got to like realize that you lost, and that he's not. And like, there's going to be people going to jail that were trying to put Trump in jail.
Why would they? Like. Who's going to go to jail and for what?
I mean, there's a lot of people they're going to look at. I mean, once Kash Patel gets in there, we'll see what kind of charges we're going to be dishing out. But this is the scorched earth
for people like doing their job.
Doing their job. I mean, if that's the way you see it, like just doing their job. Well, Trump's just doing his job then in that case.
No, I mean, you're arguing for an abusive government. Oh, wow. Never mind. I thought you could subvert it by like dropping them down and bringing back up your themes. Final
My bad. I didn't mean to actually say that, but
it's fine. You can just come back another day. We'll finish the conversation.
Okay, right? Man. You guys take care. God bless, and make America great again.
Yep. Get out of here. Okay. Darn.
I was 2 squares away from a bingo.
Oh, really? He was a buzzword machine. So.
Yeah, he was running down all of them.
He really was. All right, if you're MAGA and you want to come up and talk, let's bring up Brianna. I don't know if she's still. Oh, I guess she's not still here. Okay, let's bring up Cashley. I hope this is not like a reference to Kash Patel, but I don't know. I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Good. Banana, thanks for the 1 cent. I don't think I can do that, Banana. Killer, thanks for the 2. Haters that claim you're why Trump won don't get the tactic. Doesn't work on intelligent people. We know it's their lack of education on important issues and blaming inflation on Biden for why Trump won. They'll never accept it. It was their own incompetency. That's a great way to put it, Killer. I appreciate you. Jordan, thanks for the 5. I think Elon and Donald change in front of each other.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that one. But, maybe you know something we don't. Anna, thanks for the $1.21. Guys, it's true. Jill voted for Trump. I read it on MAGA Wattpad. Yeah, right. Exactly. Her dress, right? Megan, thanks for the 5. Maybe Megan. Maybe that's her affiliation. Tyler, thanks for the 5. No, he said don't read it out loud. Tyler, thanks for the 5. You're pretty awesome. Honestly, the same lines that Trump supporters give is getting very old at this point, and they keep getting proved wrong. You think they'd stop at this point? You really think they would? I mean, they're really running with the same. And we hear it every single conversation. It's this, it's that. Trump was targeted, or Elon Musk is doing that. Sarah, thanks for the 1 as well. I follow law too. Sarah, terrific person. I love you. Michaela, thanks for the 1. Can you say hi to the Dream Rotation server? There you go. Olivia, thanks for the 30 cents. I'm super interested in conspiracy theories, but I've never heard of she wore red to vote for Trump. That's a new first time for me as well. I actually didn't know about that one. So Angel, thanks for the 10. My dad fell to the QAnon. Hillary is a cannibal pipeline. It's weird. He's a normal guy until we talk about politics. Then it's someone else. Thank you for your education. Remember how you that you got more support than Well, that's also like, I talk about this topic with Chris all the time, where we're like, you have people that sit on their laptops and they're typing away on Twitter that like Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton are eating babies, and then they just like normal people walking down the street the next day. You're like, how is that possible? Like how are we living amongst people who think that's actually happening? May, thanks for the 1 cent. Stop going live so late. It's literally 8 a.m. for me. I'm from the UK. Love you lots though. May, I'm so sorry. I know. Please get some sleep. It's 8 a.m. I know it's it's a Sunday, I guess. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Please get some sleep. All right, Cashley, what do we got?
Actually, I was going to ask you, so you made a comment about you're not excited about RFK?
No.
Why?
I think he's a goddamn lunatic, and I think he's a terrible person.
So do you think that the food, like, you don't think nothing's wrong with the water in the food?
I'm sure there are changes we can be making to the food, but I don't think the majority of what RFK Jr. says is true. And a lot of the things he says is just straight up false. So when he's like, oh, we use red dye 40 in the United States, we got to get rid of that. They don't use it in Europe. It's like, no, Europe does use red dye 40. They just label it something else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because my niece said she went to Paris, and she said, like, she has problems here eating the food. And then when she went there, like, she didn't get sick at all. Like, so I was just, the ingredients, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think
I don't really, I think he's more moderate, huh? RFK?
No. He's like alluded to like vaccines causing autism, of which there's literally no evidence to support that. And he's also made some incredibly strange statements before, have the whole like worm eating his brain thing and planting a bear carcass in Central Park, or cutting off a whale head and bringing it in his car home.
Yeah, that's extreme.
And yeah, when he was asked about sexual assault allegations, and he was asked, is it true? And he responded to them by saying, "I'm no church boy."
Oh, well.
So,
yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I don't really know much about him. I just thought I was kind of vibing with the food thing. So
I just think that people should, like, if you're concerned about food, just eat whole food, like eat protein, vegetables, things like that.
Yeah.
If I know that for some people it's difficult, food deserts and whatnot, but like if you're concerned about like, oh, there's red dye 40 in my Doritos, I don't think you got to put like a vaccine nut as the HHS secretary to tackle that problem for yourself.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. This is a sidestep from the people y'all been talking about. Do you like Bill Gates? I
think like the work that Bill Gates has done on like vaccines and things like that is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he's interesting to me because he kind of stepped off from Microsoft and then like gotten vaccines like right when COVID hit. So I was like, I don't know. That might be a conspiracy.
He's been doing that work for a long time.
Oh, okay. Yes, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but there's actually a TEDx talk. I think it was a TEDx talk.
Yeah, I saw it.
Speech. Yeah, he gave that a long time ago. Though.
You saw it? With how he said to depopulate, though?
No, he's not. He wasn't advocating for depopulation.
Oh, okay.
There's so many conspiracy theories around Bill Gates. I don't know why he's the target of conspiracy theories, but point is that like my point in making the point about him giving that TEDx talk was that he's been talking about vaccines for a while. And he's been talking about pandemics for a while, so he didn't just start during COVID.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I just was curious because, I don't know. He's kind of awkward to me, and just some of the stuff that he talks about. And there was a clip on he was saying that another pandemic was going to come. Yeah, and he's out of his own mouth, so I don't know how that could be, conspiracy. And he was in an interview, so. But he said, guaranteed, he's like, we're going to have another one.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true. Like a lot of
that's crazy.
A lot of scientists out there kind of project something similar, just because
I got you.
We're so connected now. It's far easier. I guess I'd argue it's far easier. Yeah, it's far easier for viruses to spread and things like that. But I'm not a scientist. You shouldn't listen to me about this shit.
Yeah, no, I just don't like. Yeah, I'd be trying to think like. I don't, the body's pretty strong to heal itself, so I don't like to go down there. Obviously, people get sick, right? But that's why, like, when kids go to daycares and stuff, it builds up their immune system when they get sick.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, we're not opposed to, building up your immune system, but that's also like what vaccines do. They help build up your immune system.
So you really do. I don't know if it's legal to talk about it, but do you think the vaccine was beneficial? Honestly, like,
yeah,
the studies that are coming out now, like from other countries and stuff. Like, who wrote that? I think it was don't quote me on that. It might have been Switzerland, but I don't know offhand. So.
No, yeah, I mean, definitely. We have tens of thousands of studies with hundreds of thousands of participants around the world showing that the vaccine was effective, 100%.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So you should get it if you haven't already, but I don't know.
Yeah, nah. I'm an anti-vaxxer. I ain't messing with it. Yeah, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus.
What?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Did I say? I said I'm covered by the blood of Jesus.
No, I heard you.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Do you have like your polio vaccine and measles?
Oh, I mean,
like
I got vaccines as a child, but I mean, I'm not as an adult now, and I can make my own choice. I'm not going to get it because I just don't. People I've talked to, I'm going to be honest, like where I work. I mean, these young kids are like, man, ever since I got it, I feel different. So I'm really thankful that I didn't get it. It may work for some people, so I'm not knocking it. People have the right to do what they choose. I just don't know. I don't like, and I mean, you could call it a conspiracy. I just don't like fear mongering, and I felt like that. I just felt like watching that ticker on the news where people are showing death. Like it was just weird to me. If I'm just being 100. So that's just for me though. Like I'm not, good on y'all if y'all got it. I mean, I don't have no judgment to nobody. That's the choice that I made. Cause
you're welcome to make the choice that you want. We're not going to force you to do anything you don't want to, but, like just out of curiosity, like if you didn't have the HPV vaccine, which if you don't have that, it can lead to like
I got that one.
cancer.
I got all that before I kind of got knowledge.
No, totally.
I read about it.
But I'm just saying, like, if you didn't have that vaccine today, which obviously not having it for women can lead to cervical cancer.
Correct.
Would you get it or no?
Where I'm at right now, no, I probably will never get another vaccine ever. Like I'm after what I've learned, I'm gonna be honest, when we like COVID happened and we had to shelter at home and all that, like obviously we had time on our hands. So I just started learning about the body, like just reading stuff, watching stuff. And then I just didn't like how, one thing I'm going to tell you why I don't like Biden, just to bring it up. I don't understand why he mandated it. To me, that's and I'm not trying to get on the topic and call people dictators, but I don't like that. If you're going to mandate something and people lost their jobs, we have freedom and liberties for a reason. So that mandate really threw me off. And, I don't like to be forced to do something. So then that makes a red flag for me. So yeah, from this point on, I'm not.
But he didn't mandate it.
Well, I mean, I heard it mandated.
No, it was only like mandated for
maybe not for a long time, but it stopped. But
not like it was only for people under the purview of the federal government. So like if you work for the federal government, you had to get a vaccine. It may be law, but you correct me if I'm wrong. But it was federal.
Yeah, maybe so. And then
there was a test. There was a testing option as well. So if you didn't want it, you could do testing and satisfy the mandate.
Yeah, so that was just what I chose, to be honest. Like,
okay.
And I didn't have COVID or anything, so I don't. It's
and can I just ask, like, what led you to like be this way? Like, why would you never? Yeah, like, why are you like, what did you read something? Like, what led you to be?
Yeah, like, I watched somebody, I don't remember who it was, a journalist did a documentary actually about COVID and the origin of it. He went to Wuhan, the lab, and was talking to some people out there. And this was early on in COVID. So once he started doing that, I was like, man, it just I got interested. And then I'm like, so you got this vaccine that comes out. And I mean, obviously you didn't know how serious COVID is because you're not around everybody. You're at home. So you're, whatever. And, anyway, so the vaccine comes out. It came out so soon though. Like, I'm like, y'all didn't do a really test. Where was the studies at? Like, I can't just put this foreign object in my body and I don't know what it is. That's just how I feel about it. And then they said that, then they were going back and forth about, I'm sorry, they were going back and forth real quick about the, if you can't get it if you get it, like it won't transfer it. Then it was like, oh no, I got it and I got the vaccine. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
And
I'm gonna go ahead and just fight it out and see what happens.
You don't smoke or drink or anything?
No. No.
All right. Well, I guess we'll leave it there. I don't know.
Well, what you got?
No, I have nothing else to say.
Yeah. But yeah. So if you want to get back on topic, I just was thinking about that Bill Gates.
No, that's fine. We can. I don't know. It's unless Law, do you have anything else you would want to add here?
No, I think that vaccines are one of the most marvelous things that I've ever.
No Botox, Miss. I don't know how to say your name. I don't know how to say it, but no Botox. I don't have it all that. That's like it's Botox. You heard the tox behind it? No, thank you. That stuff, and it actually doesn't. They say it goes away. It doesn't dissolve. Like out of your, like it's actually like expands or something or spreads throughout your face. Or Nah.
Anyway, well, what were you saying?
No, wait, what happened?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
Oh, are you? Oh, wait, tell me.
No, you're good. It doesn't.
No, it's good. I'm good. You were laughing, so I want to join in on the laughter. Laughter's good for the soul.
So are vaccines out here. You know.
Yeah, nah.
Sure. All right. Well, I guess we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming up and talking.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
Just say no to polio.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, what do you do? What do you do? How do you talk to these people? Tyler, thanks for the 2. I had to tell you, my coworker said Elon Musk is working with the aliens in space to run the drones to spy on non-binary people and wokeness. Like, how do you even respond to that? Wait, my coworker said Elon Musk is working. Okay, you work at the White House by any chance? That feels like something that the chief of staff might say. Ela, thanks for the 1 cent. Have you heard of the SAFE Act? I have not. Not 100% sure. Valerie, thanks for the 2. As a Christian woman, we're never supposed to tempt God. Vaccines are important. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for me. I think that last conversation was like crazy enough.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I did spot a good question from the chat. What shocks me more, people in live or people in court? Almost entirely people in live. Courts is usually fairly boring. Occasionally at bails, you'll get somebody kind of interesting. But my jaw drops every single day. I roam the TikTok streets, and what we just saw is a perfect example.
You know, whenever I like watch yourself debate or like other lawyers or just, educated people like Dean and Parker or Chris, whatever, and I like watch them talk to people who are not so educated, it really is astounding at like the difference. I don't know if I'm like phrasing this right, but like the difference in intellect. And it's like, how is this so common where there are so many people who are so dedicated to a profession or like learning more and being intelligent, and so many people who are just so dedicated to just like conspiracy, I don't know.
I mean, everything's a bell curve. You've got people like, not to toot our own horn, us who are, more on the upper end of the bell curve, as well as many of the people in the chat. Absolutely. You guys too. You guys are here paying attention, engaging, and all very brilliant people. But then you have people who giggle at their farts in a bathtub, and unfortunately, that we get a lot of those people as guests.
You're right. And they also happen to be like the loudest person in the room, like all the time.
All right, everybody. We almost got to 2 million. So thanks everybody. But I appreciate you guys and appreciate you, Harry, and stay hydrated and have a good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. You too. I appreciate it always. You have a good one. Law of the Wild. Sarah, thanks for the $1 that just came in. I donated to Law. I don't think he saw it. Well, I imagine he's probably going to see it right now, and I can assure you he's incredibly grateful for you and your generosity. You're a nice person. Ela, thanks for the 1 cent. Trump wants to make it only possible to vote if your name on your ID matches what's in your birth certificate. So trans people and married women who took their husband's last name cannot vote. That's interesting. I will definitely look into that. Abby, thanks for the 50 cents. Late Valentine's check-in. Sorry. Yeah, Abby, I've just, I've been off recently. I can't even lie. I'm just like, there's so much shit going on. Jennifer, thanks for the 5. Remember the DM. Of course, I got you. Yeah, so Isaiah Martin is still doing TikTok debates right now. It's my friend. Or you can go to Good Trouble. Both are live. You have Good Trouble _ or Isaiah R. Martin. They're both doing TikTok live debates right now. So you should go check it out. They're both good folks. I like them a lot. So if you want to go see some debates, go head on over to Isaiah R. Martin. His username is right there, or Good Trouble _ It's spelled exactly as it sounds. And show them both some love. And if you do, please fill the chat with Harry Raid. Let him know that we sent you. Let him know that we showed him love, and tell him we appreciate them. Oh, do me a favor as well. Hold on now. Can we let me pin this comment. Just in case you haven't already followed Law of the Wild yet, you should totally do so. Don't worry. I'll filibuster for a little bit. so we can make sure everybody's addressed. But yeah, Isaiah R. Martin, Good Trouble. Go show them some love. And of course, follow Law of the Wild, who is here tonight debating with us. Terrific individual. Really smart guy, of course. Defense attorney in great state of Minnesota. Fighting for some people who need it. So you really can't go wrong. So show Law of the Wild some love. And of course, go to Isaiah R. Martin. That's his username on TikTok. That is ISAIAHRMARTIN. Isaiah R. Martin, just that in full on TikTok. Go show him some love. He's doing debates right now. Say Harry Raid. Of course, if you go to either Good Trouble or Isaiah, say Harry Raid. Let him know we sent you. All right. I appreciate you all for doing that. Go show some other Democrats on this app some love. You know, that's what we need. We need to spread the love. Ela, thanks for the 1 cent again. I got you. And Daniela, thanks for the 1 cent. Bye, Harry. Don't stay up till 5 a.m. No promises. Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Again, go to Isaiah R. Martin. They're debating right now. Or Good Trouble _ He's also debating. So you should go show both of them some love. Say we sent you and all that good stuff. All right, everybody. I appreciate you all very, very much. And we'll talk soon. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. All right. Mwah. Bye. Oh, wait. No. Follow on all the social media platforms. Follow on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. All those linked in my bio. Go check them out. Link in bio. I forgot that. Okay. Now.